Ever had a woman ignore you completely? Let's change that. Have you ever liked a woman who suddenly starts ignoring you? You text her, wait anxiously for a reply, but all you get is silence. You see her online, posting updates, but still, no response. It feels awful, doesn't it? The doubts creep in. Did I say something wrong? Was I too eager? You replay every conversation in your mind, trying to figure out what went wrong. Here's the truth. Stop. Her ignoring you isn't about you, it's about her, and the best part, you can use this situation to your advantage. In this video, we're diving into the Stoic approach to reclaiming your power. By the end, you'll know exactly how to flip the script when she goes silent, emerging more confident and self-assured than ever. Here's the hard truth. Women sometimes test you. Ignoring you is often a way of seeing how you'll respond when faced with silence. It's not random, it's deliberate. If you react emotionally, they have the upper hand. But if you remain calm, confident, and unfazed, you take control of the situation. Today, I'm going to teach you how to handle these situations with poise and strength, not by playing games or resorting to manipulation, but by becoming the most unshakable and self-controlled version of yourself. Think of this as the ultimate guide to facing rejection, like a Stoic king, ready to regain control. Let's get started. Let's dive into why she's ignoring you and why it doesn't matter. Let's get one thing straight. When a woman ignores you, it can feel like a direct hit to your confidence, even to your sense of self. You start overanalyzing every interaction, replaying every message, asking yourself, what did I do wrong? But here's the reality. It's usually not about you. In the complex world of modern dating, mind games, subtle power plays, and hidden agendas are often at work. Maybe she's ignoring you to see how much you care. Maybe she's testing your patience, pushing boundaries to see how you'll react. Or perhaps she's just busy, caught up with work, friends, or her own life. And yes, it's also possible that she's simply not as into you as you thought. But here's the game-changing truth. None of these reasons actually matter. What truly matters is how you choose to respond to her silence. If you're sitting around obsessively checking your phone, wondering why she hasn't replied, you're giving her all the power. You're letting her actions dictate your emotions, your day, and even your self-worth. And that's exactly what you don't want to do. This is where Stoicism becomes your greatest ally. Stoic philosophy teaches us a critical lesson. You can't control what others do, but you always have full control over how you respond. So when she ignores you, resist the urge to overthink or spiral into self-doubt. Remind yourself that her actions are outside your control and focus on what you do have control over, your reaction. Respond with calm, self-assured composure, and you'll not only protect your confidence, but also reclaim your power. By choosing how you react, you're showing that your sense of self-worth isn't tied to anyone else's behavior. That's true strength, and it's what sets you apart. Control what you can, how to respond when she ignores you. So, what should you do when a woman ignores you? Let's turn to a key Stoic principle. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. You can't control whether she responds, but you can control how you handle her silence. The answer? Don't chase. Do nothing. Yes, nothing. This isn't about ignoring her out of spite or playing games. It's about showing that her lack of response doesn't shake your confidence or affect your emotional state. By doing nothing, you reclaim the power in the situation. You send a clear message. Her behavior doesn't dictate your mood, actions, or self-worth. When she goes silent, It can feel like the ground is shifting beneath you, but this is precisely where your Stoic strength comes into play. You have full control over your emotional response, and that's what truly matters. Many guys panic in these moments. They double text, follow up repeatedly, or even send angry messages demanding an explanation. But that's the opposite of what Stoicism teaches. Stoicism is about maintaining composure and dignity, no matter the circumstances. It's about showing that you don't need her validation to feel whole. When you remain calm and unaffected, she starts to notice. She begins to wonder why you're different, why you're not reacting the way most men would. Let's say you've been texting her and suddenly she ghosts you. Your first instinct might be to send another message, asking what's wrong or trying to grab her attention. Resist that urge. Instead, focus on your own life. If she chooses to ignore you, let her. You have your own priorities, your goals, your growth, and your peace of mind. When you meet her silence with composure instead of desperation, you stand out. You show her that you're a man who's in control of his emotions, someone who doesn't let external factors dictate his inner stability. Think about a time when you were ghosted after a great conversation or date. Most guys would spiral into self-doubt, asking themselves, "What did I do wrong?" They'd send follow-up texts trying to fix the situation. But what if instead of chasing her, you redirected that energy toward yourself? What if you hit the gym, worked on your goals, or pursued a hobby? Not only would this drive her crazy with curiosity, but it would also boost your self-confidence. By doing nothing in response to her silence, you actually regain control. And if she never reaches back out, so what? You've already moved forward, stronger and more focused than before. That's the power of Stoicism in action. Number 1, turn the focus back to yourself. Here's your first and most crucial step. Instead of fixating on her silence, redirect all that energy and attention toward yourself. Her ignoring you isn't a reason to lose yourself in doubt. It's an opportunity, a golden chance to focus on leveling up in your own life. This is the perfect moment to invest in strengthening your mind, body, and ambitions. What does that look like? Start by hitting the gym and committing to your fitness goals. Revisit those personal or professional objectives you've been putting off. Whether it's learning a new skill, advancing in your career, or launching a project that excites you. Dive into hobbies that ignite your passion and bring joy to your life. Surround yourself with people who uplift and appreciate you for who you are. The more energy you dedicate to your growth, the more you'll realize how insignificant her silence is in the bigger picture. By making yourself your top priority, you naturally become more attractive, not just to her, but to everyone around you. Women aren't drawn to men who chase them out of desperation. They're captivated by men who are laser-focused on their mission, purpose, and path. Think back to a time in your life when you were fully immersed in your goals. Maybe you were consistently hitting the gym, seeing real progress in your fitness. Or perhaps you were working tirelessly to build a business, putting in the effort, making sacrifices, and watching your dreams take shape. Or maybe you were learning something new, improving a little each day. During those moments, waiting for a text reply was the last thing on your mind because you were too busy becoming the best version of yourself. That's the energy and mindset you need to carry into every relationship and interaction. When you focus on your own growth, goals, and happiness, people notice. And guess what? They'll naturally be drawn to you, including her. She'll sense the shift. She'll start to wonder why you're no longer seeking her attention, why you're suddenly even more attractive. The answer is simple. You've made yourself the center of your own life. That confident, goal-driven energy is magnetic, and it all starts with focusing on you. Number 2, harnessing reverse psychology. Reverse psychology is a concept you've probably heard of, especially in the context of dating. While it's often misunderstood or misapplied, when used the right way, it can be incredibly effective. When she ignores you, don't chase after her. Instead, take a step back and mirror her actions. But here's the twist. Ignore her in a way that exudes calmness and confidence, not bitterness or frustration. This isn't about playing games. It's about showcasing your inner strength. The moment you stop seeking her validation and show her that her silence doesn't affect you, she begins to question why. This is the key. By withholding the attention she's expecting, you completely shift the dynamic. You regain control, not through manipulation, but by proving that your emotions and actions aren't tied to hers. It's not about who sends the first text. It's about who stays in control. Imagine this scenario. You've sent her a couple of messages, but she hasn't replied. You feel the temptation to send another text or, worse, to confront her about why she's ignoring you. Resist that urge. Instead of reacting emotionally or double texting, let it go. Focus on living your life. Pour your energy into things that matter, hitting the gym, spending time with friends, or advancing your personal and professional goals. If you're active on social media, post pictures that reflect your fulfilling life, but don't reach out to her. As time goes by, she'll begin to wonder, why isn't he chasing me? Did I lose him? Is he seeing someone else? Has he moved on? When she eventually reaches out, and she likely will, respond with calm and composure. Don't mention her silence or ask why she ignored you. Act as if nothing happened, showing that her actions had no effect on your mood or confidence. By handling the situation this way, you completely change the dynamic. You've shown that you won't be baited into emotional reactions or desperate behavior. This calm, confident response demonstrates strength, self-assuredness, and emotional control, all qualities that are undeniably attractive. This is the essence of reverse psychology, not manipulation, but a clear, deliberate display of your independence and inner resilience. It's about showing, not telling, that you're in control of yourself and your life. Number 3, keep your cool and stay unshaken. One of the most common missteps men make when a woman ignores them is losing their composure. They let anxiety, frustration, or even anger take over. And let me tell you, that's exactly what you should avoid. When you let your emotions get the best of you, you're handing over all the power to her. She'll sense your instability, and that gives her control. The Stoic approach to this situation is crystal clear. Remain calm, composed, and unshaken. No matter what she does, your mindset should reflect someone who is grounded, centered, and emotionally unbreakable. This isn't about pretending you don't care. It's about genuinely refusing to let her actions dictate your emotional state. When you master this kind of emotional control, you'll not only feel more at peace, but you'll also become far more appealing. People, and women especially, are naturally drawn to those who radiate calm confidence and aren't easily thrown off balance by life's minor disruptions. Over time, calmness demonstrates power, and power is always magnetic. The next time she ignores you, resist the temptation to react impulsively or emotionally. Take a moment to pause, breathe, and remind yourself of this truth. Her actions do not define your worth or who you are. You are the one in charge of how you feel, not her. Instead of overthinking or replaying conversations in your mind, redirect your focus to something that restores your sense of calm. Go for a run, to burn off any frustration. Turn up music that makes you feel unstoppable. Dive into a project you've been neglecting and fully immerse yourself in productive work. By shifting your attention away from her and back onto yourself, you regain control of the situation. You show her and yourself that you're not at the mercy of anyone else's behavior. Most importantly, you reinforce the idea that you are the one in charge of your emotional experience. This level of self-mastery is magnetic. When she notices that her actions haven't shaken you, she'll start to wonder why she doesn't have the effect on you that she expected. And that's when the power dynamic begins to shift entirely in your favor. Number 4, let go of the outcome. Here's the ultimate Stoic principle. Detach yourself from the outcome. Whether she replies or not, whether she's interested or not, your peace should remain unshaken. That's where true power lies. When you stop fixating on the result, you free yourself from the emotional ups and downs of dating. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care about her. It means you prioritize your own well-being above whether or not she gives you attention. This mental shift is essential for regaining control in any relationship. When you detach, you stop placing your happiness and self-worth in someone else's hands. You take back ownership of your emotions and your life. When you truly detach, you stop worrying about what she's thinking, what she's doing, or why she hasn't responded. You become calm, composed, and in control of yourself. People, especially women, are naturally drawn to those who aren't desperately seeking validation. Detachment sends a message of self-respect. It shows you're willing to walk away from situations that don't serve you. When you let go of neediness or anxiety, you transform into someone she admires and respects. Someone she's more likely to pursue. Think about a time when you were overly attached to the outcome, whether it was a job interview, a date, or even waiting for a text. The more you obsessed over how things would turn out, the more anxious and restless you became. Your mind raced through worst-case scenarios, making you feel stuck and uneasy. Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine letting go of all that noise, being completely okay with any outcome, and knowing deep down that you'll be fine no matter what happens. That's the essence of Stoicism, accepting that whatever happens is meant to happen, and refusing to let your peace depend on someone else's actions or opinions. When you truly detach, when you stop worrying about whether she replies, you free yourself. You no longer feel the need to chase, seek, or validate yourself through her actions. And that freedom, it's incredibly attractive. Detachment signals confidence, and confidence is magnetic. It shows both the world and yourself that your happiness isn't tied to external validation, but comes from your own internal stability and strength. Here's the bottom line. When a woman ignores you, let go of the outcome. Embrace the peace that comes from detachment, and you'll find yourself not only in control, but also far more appealing to everyone around you. Most men overreact, but not you. Most guys panic, they chase, overthink, and lose control. But that's not you, not anymore. Starting today, you have the tools, the mindset, and the knowledge to change the game when she ignores you. This is your chance to prove you're different, unshaken and composed. Instead of reacting, you take control. You stay calm, confident, and firmly in charge of your emotions. And here's the best part. This doesn't just make you more attractive, it makes you more powerful in every area of your life. Think about it. How many men do you know who let their emotions control them? How many spiral the moment they feel ignored? That's not going to be you. You're going to be the man who keeps his composure, who focuses on his own growth, and who lets go of the need for validation. This isn't just about managing the situation when a woman ignores you, it's about mastering your entire life. When you take control of your emotions, you free yourself from being influenced by others' opinions, actions, or decisions. You become truly independent. And that independence, it's magnetic. Women notice it, people respect it, but most importantly, you feel it. From this point forward, don't just play the dating game, own it. Be the man who's always in control. If this message speaks to you, it's time to act. Don't just close this page and forget what you've learned. Take the next step. Hit that subscribe button and become part of a community of men who are dedicated to mastering their emotions, their relationships, and their lives. Don't wait for the next time she ignores you to start working on yourself. Start now. Start today. This isn't just about dating. It's about becoming the man you're destined to be. The man who doesn't react but takes charge of his life with confidence and purpose.